You got it. Thank you.
Oh, you're good to go.
Hey, Tammy.
Morning, Tammy.
Good morning.
Okay, good seeing everybody out today. We'll open the meeting with the invocation. Kelly Banton, if you would do that. And Debbie, would you like to lead us in the pledge?
Yes, thank you very much. If you guys will join me, I'll open us. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessings that you give us, Lord. We thank you for our beautiful Greenbrier Valley. We thank you for our first responders and our law enforcement, Lord. We just lift them up to you. We lift up our students as they've been going through some difficult times of adjusting back to school, Lord. And we just pray that you will be with them. Lord, I ask that you will be with the commissioners today as they conduct the county business. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. First item of business, approve the minutes of the August 26, 2025 regular meeting. We all had a chance to review those. Do we have a motion to approve as presented?
I would make a motion to approve as presented.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. Settlements of estates, Mary Engel, our fiduciary supervisor, and with us today. So Kelly, you got that?
I've got that list, and it's going to be a Teresa Ann Sherwood, Elsie Lorraine Carr, Benny Richard Burns, William Freeling Dixon, Hazel Lucinthia Miller, and Geneva Marie Ballingy, and those are all in order.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the final settlements as presented.
So moved.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Exonerations, county splits and consolidations is presented by the assessor.
There were,
Who you got?
let's see.
I would
And
make
I
a,
forwarded those.
yes, ma'am. I have those and I looked at them. I would make a motion to approve. There were 12 exonerations, 6 impropers and 5 consolidations.
Okay, a motion to approve as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, financial approvals. Rob McAuliffe, our county clerk's not with us today, so Kelly again has the financial approvals.
I have the following arts and rec transfers. I've got Meadow River Trail for $1,231.25. That is the consulting and partial AML reimbursement. We have also the Meadow River Trail for $12,000. That is going to be for that DOH match for the Russellville Trailhead, which is on the agenda. The Greenbrier Valley Theater for $45,555.45. That is their 25-26 programming. And lastly, the Meadow River Trail again for $181,010.88. That's going to be phase 3 AML reimbursement, which is actually pay app number 5 for Lynch Construction. That is a total of $239,797.58.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we transfer $239,797.58 from savings to checking to cover the invoices. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, budget revision.
We have the following budget revision. Increase general account 700,567 for $647.50. That is going to be for the deputy sheriff uniform fees for August. We have, increased home confinement office supplies, 705,341 by $56.50. And that is for an overpayment reimbursement from RICO. An increased law enforcement overtime 700,108 by $2,160. And that is for reimbursement from ABGN Turkey. We have law enforcement 700,108, which is law enforcement overtime in the amount of $6,240. And that is going to be for the town of Rainell's overtime. We have increased law enforcement overtime 700,108 by $7,260. And that is going to be from payment from the state of West Virginia for overtime. Or state fair, I'm sorry.
State fair, yeah.
And we've got increased law enforcement capital outlay equipment, $704.59 by $429. And that is going to be for the purchase of Seth Haven's duty pistol, which we spoke at the last meeting. And then we have the budget revision to increase 424,567. That is, it says other buildings on your paperwork, but it's for the courthouse. The courthouse contributions to other government for the payment of $946,129.62. That is a payment that we received from the West Virginia Broadband Expansion Project, and it will be placed in that account, and then we will give it back to the TIF account since it was submitted to our general from the state.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the budget revisions.
So moved.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Line item transfer.
They're not.
Okay. Okay, we have here the bills for the last couple of weeks, and we have a motion to approve those as presented, and they have all been looked at by the commission and signed off on.
So moved to pay the bills.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, now,
Has John
uh,
Stump made it in yet?
no,
Oh,
Tammy,
yeah,
John
he's-
hadn't made it, so I'm
he's-
gonna
yeah.
shuffle the order of the new business today, if it's all right with you guys. I'm gonna put number 11 first because Britt has a call to be on, Zoom call to be on shortly. And so I'm gonna move her up to number 1, and then I'll look at it some more, but
John's on
the-
his way. He texted and said that he was getting off the exit, so he should be there at any time.
okay, and then I'll move, if it's all right with you guys, we'll move the consideration of the proclamation for the Daughters of American Revolution up to the second item, so those folks don't have to sit through the whole meeting if they don't like, don't want to. So if nobody has any objection to that.
I would move, we move 3 and 4 up after item 11.
3 and 4, yeah, we can do both those. Okay, so first we'll move item 11, which is acknowledgement of action by the Planning Commission to recommend adoption of the updated comprehensive plan and set a date for a public hearing on the updated plan by the county commission. Hey, John.
Good morning, commissioners. As you may recall, we discovered that the comprehensive plan, which had been adopted in 2014, expired on October 14th of last year, 2024. We were in the process of updating some other ordinances, land use planning ordinances that depend on the validity of the comprehensive plan. So you may recall that the county commission asked the planning commission to go ahead and go through the process of updating the comprehensive plan. It has completed that process. It conducted extensive public outreach, conducted its public hearing on August 27th of this year. And now at its September 3rd meeting, it recommended adoption of the comprehensive plan by the county commission. So there is a transmittal letter from in your materials from President Dan Edwards recommending the adoption of the comprehensive plan as it is transmitted to the county commission. So the next step for the county commission, if it wishes to consider adoption, would be to schedule a public hearing that it conducts. The requirement is a class 1 legal advertisement at least 15 days prior to the public hearing. If you decide to schedule a public hearing at your meeting today, just take that into account.
15 business days,
Just 15
just
days.
15 days.
15 calendar days. I was looking at that earlier and we have to go at least through the 29th, but if we could do it on Tuesday, the 30th, that would give us our time, and then we could do it at that point and have it before our next meeting in case there's any major changes we want to make, or if it's minor changes, not much, but major changes, they need some time. So,
So, Tammy, can you hear Lowell?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would make a motion that we accept the comprehensive plan as recommended by the Greenbrier County Planning Commission, and that we hold a public hearing on Tuesday, September 30th at 7 p.m.
okay. Any questions about the motion, Tammy?
Nope.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Britt. Now we're going to go on with John. We shuffled our agenda a little bit. Wasn't sure when you was gonna make it, and we just got some folks here for a couple of things that we can do and knock out and let them go before we get into the other business. So we'll go on to number 3, consideration of proclamation for the 2025 Hunger Action Month. We have anybody on that? Got you on that. Okay. Would you come up and give your name and anything you'd like to say?
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Alicia Bossy, and I'm a donor relations officer for the Mountaineer Food Bank. And September is Hunger Action Month. It's a time to bring awareness about food insecurities in West Virginia. We serve 48 of the 55 counties in the state, and there are approximately 277,000 food insecure West Virginians, 1 in 6 adults, and 1 in 5 children that do not know where their next meal is coming from. So we do have a proclamation that we would like to ask for you to read today that gives specific data for Greenbrier County.
Okay. You have a copy? You like to read it?
Sure. It's titled Hunger Action Month, 2025 Hunger Action Month Proclamation. Whereas hunger and poverty are issues of vital concern in West Virginia, where 277,720 people face hunger and where 1 in every 5 children do not know where their next meal will come from. And whereas everyone needs nutritious food to thrive, and in every community in America, people are working hard to provide for themselves and their families. Yet in 2023, 47 million people, 1 in 7, including more than 13.8 million children, 1 in 5, faced food insecurity in the U.S. That includes more than 5,460 people in Greenbrier County, with 23.3% of children that call Greenbrier County home food insecure. And whereas Greenbrier County is committed to taking steps to combat hunger in every part of our community and to provide additional resources that those in Greenbrier County need, and where Greenbrier County is committed to working with Mountaineer Food Bank, a member of Feeding America, nationwide network of food banks, in educating people about the role and importance of food banks in addressing hunger and raising awareness of the need to devote more resources and attention to hunger issues. And whereas many individuals in Greenbrier County rely on food provided by members of Mountaineer Food Bank and its community partners annually, and whereas in 2023, the members of the Mountaineer Food Bank distributed 588,046 pounds of food to households in Greenbrier County through its network of food pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, and other community organizations. And whereas the month of September has been designated Hunger Action Month in order to bring attention to food insecurity in our communities and to enlist the public in the movement to end hunger by taking action, including volunteer shifts, social media shares, and donations to ensure every community and everybody in it has the food they need to thrive. Whereas food banks across the country, including Mountaineer Food Bank, will host numerous events throughout the month of September to bring awareness and help end hunger in their local community. Now, therefore, I, Lowell Rose, Greenbrier County Commission President, do hereby recognize September 2025 as Hunger Action Month in our Greenbrier County, state of West Virginia, and I call this observance to the attention of our citizens.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion to approve the Hunger Action Month proclamation.
I would make that motion.
All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Let me sign this and Kelly will
Take it.
go get us a copy made of it. And,
Thank you,
Then if
Alicia,
you-
for being here.
yeah, appreciate you coming. If you'd like to come up and we'll get a picture and Tammy, I don't have a way of getting you in here, but
That's quite all right. That's okay.
Turn the TV around.
Photoshop her in.
Photoshop.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You can let her go ahead and take that one. We'll have you sign another one.
Okay.
She's got another
We
copy.
got another
Thank
copy.
you. Yep, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Just for our minutes.
Oh. Okay. Number 4. Consideration of proclamation for Daughters of the American Revolution in honor of Constitution Week. And Debbie, you got that for us? Could you introduce yourself and
Thank you, Commissioner Rose. My name is Deborah Phillips. I'm chapter regent, Daughters American Revolution, Andrew Lewis chapter here in Lewisburg. We are asking that you declare a proclamation that states that the week of September 17th is Constitution Week. Every year we like to bring to the attention of the public and our members who don't really need reminded the importance of the U.S. Constitution that was passed September 17th, 1787. And we will be celebrating, as you know, our 250th year of the Declaration of Independence that was passed on July 4th, 1776. We again appreciate your consideration and thank you for having us here today.
okay, we
And I do
appreciate
have copies. I hand it out every year. And then give it out to other people. I think it's kind of a good record of what happened and some of the historical things that occurred. But I also have a membership interest form from the Daughters of the American Revolution. If there's a lady in your home or family member or friend that may have an interest, I have information that they could begin the process. We do all the research. And it's very interesting. I found out that I was the granddaughter of William Mitchell Clay, the first man who was killed on the march to Point Pleasant by the militia from Lewisburg. He was killed by Indians in Charleston.
Yeah.
Can I present this to you?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Permission to approach.
ma'am. Oh, yeah. We're not that far around here.
I'm in it from the legislature. Inbred after 40 years there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tammy, I'll hold on to yours.
Yeah. I was gonna
Thank
say,
you.
we can put it in a box. I'll put it in our box.
Thank you, sir.
Do you want to get a picture with us too?
Yeah.
Let's go through the motion and stuff first, though.
Yep.
Do, actually, do you want to read the proclamation? You want me to?
Sure.
Your voice is a little clearer than mine is. Thank you.
Proclamation for Constitution Week, whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government in a republic dedicated by law, and whereas September 17th, 2025 marks 238th anniversary of the framing of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition of this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate it. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating September 17th through 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore, the Greenbrier County Commission, by virtue of the authority vested by the state of West Virginia and the citizens of Greenbrier County, we, the Greenbrier County Commission, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through 23rd as Constitution Week, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through the guardian of our liberties. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal to be affixed this 9th day of September of the year of our Lord 2025.
Okay. So we have a motion to approve the proclamation for Constitution Week.
I would make that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, if you will sign that
Get a picture
and
of it.
Or your blue pen.
I will seal that one and make a copy and give her the original because my seal's still in there. So I'll write in there and do it.
okay.
Ms. Phillips, we thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me. I am a member of a parliamentarian, sure, that's why I'm so formal. I'd like her to be in it if that's possible. Yeah. Where do you want?
Everybody.
Up there.
Up there?
Yeah, watch the step if you go on that. There's a ramp on that.
Okay.
If you have to push this back, give me just a second.
Thank you.
Get it out there. Thank you for coming.
Oh, sure, you're welcome. Yours be here.
Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Ms. Phillips, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Are we centered, Kelly?
Yeah.
Good enough. Wait a minute. Get these off.
All right, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And I'll
buddy.
have at least one with eyes open.
Did you get it?
Watch that step, Ms. Phillips.
Yeah, watch the step.
Very.
Oh, you're mistaken.
Yeah, can I drop by later with my?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, well, here, Kelly. Debbie,
Yes, sir.
she went out that, she's coming around. She'll meet you right there, right out the door.
At 128, and oh, yeah, they're regular.
Let's see.
We're good.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay. Now we'll move back to number one on our agenda. To conduct a public hearing regarding the consideration of approval by the county commission of the tax increment financing application, the TIF application, with respect to the proposed amendment to project plan number 2 for the development redevelopment district known and designated as Greenbrier County TIF District number 1, White Sulphur Springs. And John Stump, we'll let you take it here. John is our attorney for this project,
Morning.
amongst other
Morning.
things.
So this is a public hearing as stated and properly noticed for any member of the public who has any questions, comments, concerns, or wishes to speak in support of the TIF district and the application modified project plan. So you simply need to open the public hearing. And as I said, any member of the public is welcome to ask questions so we can address their concerns.
Okay. Do we have a motion to open the public hearing on the TIF district? Reapplication, financing application.
I would make that motion for us to open the public hearing.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, and I don't think there is anyone, but is anybody here from the public want to make comment? There's no one here to wishes to make comments, so John, I'll turn it back over to you.
I just need a motion and a vote to close the
Okay.
public hearing.
Make a
Well,
motion to close the public hearing.
okay, all those in favor of closing the public hearing signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. And John, can you just give us a little short of what that all entails?
Sure, of course. The application has really two components. The first is the extension of the TIF district for an additional 15 years. That's permitted by state law. So it'll go from 30 years to a total of 45 years. Now that's from the date of creation. And then the second element of the application relates to the identification of specific projects in White Sulphur Spring, well, within the TIF district for the benefit of the TIF district. There are utility and infrastructure projects that the commission has identified as necessary and desirable for the district. So what will happen here is once assuming the commission approves the resolution, the application will be submitted to the development office. The development office will have 60 days to approve or deny the application. And then at that point, we come back to the commission with assuming they approve it, which we will, we come back to the commission with with an order amending the TIF application and extending the term of the district.
Okay. And like we said, this is not just for the municipality of White Sulphur, but the entire White Sulphur Springs tax district.
Correct. Entire district. That's right.
Okay. So we've taken care of the public hearing. So we're ready to move on to number 2 on the agenda. Consider and act upon the resolution of the county commission regarding the consideration of approval of 1, the TIF application with respect to the proposed amendment, excuse me, to project plan number 2 for the development redevelopment district known and just designated as Greenbrier County TIF district number 1, White Sulphur Springs. But as I say, that's the entire tax district. Submission of the TIF application to the West Virginia Division of Economic Development and for consideration approval, and number 3, approval of other items in connection therewith. So do we have a motion for to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution regarding consideration of the approval of the TIF application with respect to proposed amendment to project plan number 2 for the development redevelopment district known as and designated as Greenbrier County TIF district number 1, and to submit the TIF application to the West Virginia Division of Economic Development and for approval of other items in connection therewith.
Okay. Is there any discussion or comment from the commission?
Nope, I would, I believe that the TIF project has been extremely beneficial to the White Sulphur Springs district as well as other parts of the county, and I fully support the continuation and this resolution.
Ditto.
So, okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, unanimous. Thank you. Is there anything else you need to?
I need to get some signatures from you, let me turn these around, make it easier. So if you want to go on,
We'll go on with the,
yeah, I'll help you out.
okay, we'll skip down to number, or go to number 5 now. Consideration of resolution number 7 for the Greenbrier County TIF project, water treatment plan disinfection project. And Cassie, is that you?
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, good deal. As noted, we have resolution 7 for you. It includes pay estimate number 6 for the construction contractor, Veratus Contracting, the amount of $71,179.41. In addition to invoicing from E.L. Robinson for their most recent construction administration and inspection services, totaling $4,109.13. The sum of the invoices combined total $75,288.54, of which all is to be paid from the appropriated TIF funds.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the resolution number 7 payment?
I have a quick question.
Okay.
So Cassie, on the E.L. Robinson invoice, the second amount was listed as $1,610, and on the draw request is $1,809.13.
So that 1809 is a combination. Do you have the invoice there in front of you, Commissioner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you see the
Oh, I see. Is it for the mileage too?
Yep, that includes the mileage
Okay.
as well. Yep. Great question. Thank you for
My
your
apologies.
help.
Sorry.
Got a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve resolution number 7 for the TIF project wastewater treatment plan.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to number 6, consider an application submittal for the 2023 Homeland Security Grant application for the personal protective equipment for the regional response truck hazmat team. Joey.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is a grant that we applied for back in 2023, and we was awarded $20,000. Y'all signed off on it in December of 23, and for some reason through the state, they lost the paperwork. Multiple people got transferred in and out of the Department of Homeland Security. I requested to find out when we could spend funds this year. Towards the beginning of the year, we went back and forth several times. They had a new guy come into the office up there. He started working with me. I sent him the resolution, the paperwork, and what we had from the 20,000. They could not find that anywhere with the exception of what we had. So they went back through, looked at the funding that they had that wasn't spent, and instead of approving 20,000, they've now upped it to the full amount of the grant that we originally were for, which is 48,500. They're going to keep it on the 2023 version, so we have to spend the money by August 31st of 26. So I had to come back for re-signing for 48.5. If y'all approve that, it'll be entered into OASIS, and then Paul will help me out. We'll get everything. This is for the purchase of 20 Class A level suits and all the complements that go along with those, along with $6,000 in maintenance and repairs on the RRT truck that the state has that's stationed here in Greenbrier County.
Okay. Is this a matching grant or did you just?
It is not, it is a pass through.
It's pass through.
Just to pass through.
All the funds are, we expend them, the county has to pay them, we submit the paperwork, and they're normally reimbursed within just a couple of weeks. This is what they've been in the past.
Are the, Joey, are the suits distributed across the county to different agencies, or are they all within the hazmat I guess, isn't that stored at Fairleigh?
They,
The
they
hazmat-
stay on the regional response truck that's
Okay.
currently between Fairleigh and Lewisburg. So we got a hazmat through the regional response team.
Right,
And it's county-based team for anybody in the county.
right.
So do we have a motion to approve the Homeland Security Grant Program Award for 48,500 to act as a pass-through?
I would make that motion.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. One other question I did have, Joey, that I don't know if you know the answer to, but just for our knowledge, would this be I know it's a reimbursement, so do you intend to order everything, or do we need to go through that process with you? Or how is that going to work on your end and making sure that we get I guess we'll submit everything for the reimbursement back to the state and they'll
Right.
send us a check through Oasis.
On the ordering of the suits and all that stuff, normally what I do is I get 3 quotes and everything and then go through the process, order it. It'll be invoiced to the county. Then the county pays. So I'll come back with 3 quotes for the equipment. On the maintenance side for the truck and everything, it's just, trying to get the people, whoever. I know right now the truck's actually down. It needs 3 batteries and a charger. It went dead. That was a total of like $900 some for that fix. So we've held off on fixing that till we get this so that could be done, do this and not have an expense of the county or city or anybody else there, since we have funds sitting here waiting. Those kind of expenses will probably be whoever we get to repair. And then we'll just have to have them invoice the county, and bring that invoice here.
The one thing I was concerned about with the 20, if it were at 20,000 for the suits, then we probably need to go through the RFP process to make sure we're in line with that. So we may need to have a little more discussion instead of just the 3 quotes.
So y'all RFP at 20?
15.
15.
Okay, I didn't realize that word 50 for the city now. So I'll have to look into that. I don't know exactly because we want to get the truck repaired first. I've talked to Nick from the state. We want to make sure the truck's buttoned down first because we had 6,000 listed in that, but we can move the money around a little bit. So I don't know that it'll actually be 20 suits yet. Those can be kind of changed and moved. We just have to stay within this 48.5 amounts. So I'll have to look at that, but I would say it'll be above the 15,000.
Okay, well, let's just make sure we stay on the same page and know what's going on to make sure we're going through that process properly.
Yeah, now, to me, it's up to you guys, but on your suits, anything that's over 15 on one RFP, your repairs could be all separate. You understand what I mean?
I would say a lot of this equipment will probably be purchased separately too, because there's 200 pre and post decon kits. That'll probably be purchased separate from. There's a good possibility that the same people won't have that. So I mean, I can put an RFP together that does like the whole amount, but I don't know that we'll have like a single company actually be able to bid out.
No, you won't.
And that's why I say, to me, and of course the other 2 commissioners can disagree or give their opinions, but to me, like the truck repair, it's going to be less than 15,000.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Get that done, submit everything to us. Other things, that fall under that, anything like the suits or something that goes over the 15, put out an RFP and make sure that the companies that everybody knows about it, but you have to have an RFP so that everybody knows. You can't pick and choose who you
Yeah,
want.
I'm familiar with that process. I just didn't realize it was such a low.
Well, it's what the state's got to set at. So anyway, but your smaller ones, don't worry about that on those. It's just the ones that go 15 or more.
And so the only item on your equipment list is the suits that would have to have an RFP. So that's the only thing I would worry about. I mean, unless you get a
Yeah.
quote for 20 suits, it's under $15,000 and
Yeah,
Yeah.
just communicate with Kelly and work with her on getting that process squared away.
Yeah, and that's mostly record keeping on our side, just to make sure we're doing everything the way we should.
Yeah, Paula's gonna work with me and everything. I mean, most of the paperwork will be through Oasis, I guess, with this middle. That's the only thing that we have to do for this is be submitted to Oasis before we put the money. So, okay. All right, thank you.
So we had
I made the
Okay.
motion.
you made the motion. I was thinking somebody made the motion. So all those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
we already voted.
We did vote.
Yeah.
We did so much discussion, I couldn't remember. Okay. We'll move on to number 7 then. Consider signing a resolution for the Russellville Trailhead and Meadow River agreement, along with the sponsor match of $12,000 for state project U 313-RUS/TR-1. And I've got a letter from Matt Ford. I'll just read that to the Division of Highways.
Tammy could probably update us. Matt's not here.
Right.
Yeah,
Matt's at a Brownfields meeting this week, so he wasn't able to attend. But this is the grant that we applied for through the state following the opening of the Russellville side of the trail. And this is for design only of the trailhead parking area and the overall trailhead area there at Russellville. And so we were approved for that grant. And so this is just the agreement through the state. It's a transportation a grant. And so we were approved by the state for that. And so this is just the agreement and working with the engineers that the county has to commit to. It is a matching grant. So the $12,000 is a match. It was a $100,000 total grant, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And so that would be what this agreement is for to begin that design process and move forward with that trailhead.
So we just have to pay $12,000 for a $100,000 grant.
That's correct. Yes.
And this,
This is a TAP grant that many, the initial phase, the Russellville phase that is currently open had several TAP grants. And there were TAP grants that were previously utilized on the trail. But that Russellville phase had some TAP grants that we've already received funding for. But the state is in support of this project, so.
This will be paid out of Arts and Rec.
Yes, I believe Kelly explained in our budget revisions, or no, the Arts and Rec transfer that the $12,000 would come out of that.
Yes, it
Okay.
was in there.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we sign a resolution for the Russellville Trailhead sponsor match grant for $12,000 for state project U 313-RUS/TR-1.
Okay, we have a motion. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anytime you can do a project and get sponsor money for a very slight output on our end, it's a good thing to do. So, all right. Move on to number 8. Consider approval of Lynch Construction Change Order number 3 for the Meadow River Trail Phase 3 project.
You want me to go over that? I think you all have the paperwork, but we talked about this in our construction meeting last Thursday. So if you have any questions. I think
Yeah,
number
if you would,
Okay. No, so change order number 3, this is for the Raynell section that's currently under construction. I don't have it in front of me. Kelly did send to me, but I don't have it printed out. But I believe change order number 3 is for the weather. Can you confirm
have-
that? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so change order number 3 is just simply reallocation of days for weather. So this is a no money change order. So that it has no impact. It's just we have to go through the process to change the completion dates. And this is pushing us back into December of 2025. I think if I'm not mistaken, December 12th, maybe the middle of December. We had originally anticipated end of October, 1st of November, but this is pushing us back.
Yeah, this is,
You have 2 change orders.
December the 9th, 2025 is the date. it
December
pushes
9th.
Back to, and it's ready, the final payment, says 428 days, December 23rd. So, final out on the 23rd.
Yeah,
So,
the
or
next
says the
change
28th.
order, the next change order is also going to have an impact on those dates there. So that's going to change as soon as we do the next change order, but with the weather one, that's where it puts us at.
Okay, so get back up here. So do we have a motion to approve the Lance Construction change order number 3 for the Meadow River Trail Phase 3 project?
So moved.
Okay, excuse me. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Was the change order number 4, was it a zero money one too?
No, the change
no,
order change order number 4.
7,673.
Correct. It is a money because this is another situation of the culvert where we had the hand cut stone. They tried to salvage that hand cut stone, but it collapsed. And so they had to redo that culvert with wing walls. And so the amount there, could you repeat that again, Richie?
7,673 and 20 cents.
Okay, 20 cents. And so I believe we still have some legislative funds from 2023 that are going to cover this. This change order was also sent to DEP for the Abandoned Mine Land Grant for review and approval. But I believe that that is probably going to be the money source to cover this this amount if the DEP does not change or, does not go ahead and approve it and cover it in the grant.
We had a motion on the floor and 2 votes for approval of the change order number 3. So
I would make a motion to approve change order number 4, excuse me.
okay, we've only got 2 affirmative votes on number 3. You didn't.
I didn't vote. Oh, yes.
You didn't vote.
Ah.
You asked a question.
Sorry.
So,
I do vote. I do say yes on number 3.
okay, and Tammy made a motion on number 4. So we, all those in favor of change order number 4, signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, so we've got number 3 and number 4 taken care of.
And just a note on number 4, that change order puts us back about 5 days, I think. So it puts us about December 13th. We're still looking at the end of December for the expected completion of the project as everything continues, depending on any weather that we may have.
December the 14th, you were
14th, okay.
close there, 14th, and that puts us back to September 20, or to December 28th.
Yeah.
So, okay, those 2 taken care of. All right, and to what Sammy said there, in that meeting, they showed slide or pictures of they weren't able to, save that with the cut stone, but they salvaged the cut stone and used it. And it made a very pretty head walls and, they're doing a great job. It really looks nice on the, trail and the, wing walls, all that.
Yeah.
Done
We
a good
may
job.
have, there is some delay on the bridge right now with steel. So there may be a delay on that a week or two. Hopefully, they were hoping to be able to get steel, in the next 2 weeks, but, that is another delay that we may encounter.
All right, then. Okay, we're down to number 10, consideration to establish or affirm the audit committee members to review our applications from the different auditing companies. And Kelly, you got that?
Yes, we are in the process currently by state law and federal law. We have to do an RFP for audit companies to do our single audit. And I am requesting the audit committee members to be myself, County Clerk Robin McCullen, and the Chief Tax Deputy, which is Ted Humphreys. And I have spoken to the sheriff also, and he requested that. So
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the nominees for the audit committee?
I move to approve Ted, Kelly, and Robin to the audit committee members.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. Number 11, we moved up, so we're down to number 12. Consideration of whether to hold a special meeting for the opening of the bids due for website and managed service provider requests for proposals. And Richie, you've worked on this website, so do you have recommendation?
I do. Have we received any bids?
received one as of yesterday afternoon.
Okay. So, in our RFP, we've had several companies contact us wanting to bid. And it seems that we may have been a little, overzealous on our timeline for, getting the website up and running. So I don't know if we should, modify the RFP for the, completion date of the site, or if we shall take what we have and open it in a special meeting to get started on our deadline. What's your all's opinion?
You can make a motion if you like to extend the bid time, and we could do that. The main thing is we don't open the
current one that we
current
have.
one until the others are received.
Okay.
And we probably should contact the person that sent the current one to see if they want that sent back or if they want us just to hold it.
Right.
So that.
But it's not the bid time that's in question. It's the time of the development of actually the site, right? So it would actually be a rewrite of the RFP. So it may, and that change of that time frame may also change the current bid that has been received. So we may just want to return that bid that's been received and rewrite the RFP and reissue it.
I think that's what I would like to do. There were, like I said, several. I think I've had 4 companies contact me about the date. They said that it was just almost impossible to do a complete website in 30 days. So I told them I understood that. We were wanting to get it up and running, but that, we understood that it was going to be a continual upgrade process with each individual departments and putting their forms and getting their site or their page within our site set up. But I think the most of them would want to get it all done before it goes live.
Right.
And I understand that. So I would like to make a motion that we amend the RFP to extend the completion date or the go live date of the website to, what was it, October 30th?
You had it, I think, at October 30th, but we need to do it probably.
Yeah, we
Um,
can just, I mean, I don't know that we necessarily, do we have to pick a date right here, or a
Or
time
you could
frame?
just,
You could just close the bids and, make a motion to close and then rebid, right?
I think you
Yes.
could do that and just amend and just state that they will tell us how long it will take them, each company.
and you could take what each company says, how long it's gonna take them to go.
An estimated completion date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
let them provide us with the estimated, then that could make a difference on which one you guys actually accept.
I like that better. Okay, so I'll make a motion that we amend the RFP to say, instead of a exact completion date, an estimated date of completion.
You're changing the completion date. When were the bids due?
Due today.
Today.
So we would just
So we
change
only
your
have
due
one.
date to what the,
So,
do you wanna do it like the 20, change it to our due date being the 22nd, and then you guys can open them on the 23rd?
would that give enough time for the
I don't think so.
individuals who would be interested? You may need to wait until your first
7th.
meeting in October, the 14th, and maybe have them, do the 9th or 10th.
Right.
Have to do the 10th. Yeah, and with that motion to extend the bid deadline to the 10th of October.
okay, let's back up just a little bit.
Okay,
I got it. Amend the RFP along with the estimated date of completion at the due date of October 5th. That pretty much everything.
You put down the RFP for bids to be in yesterday or today. And we have one submitted.
Yes.
I'm going to return it or
Yeah, but I think it should
not
be,
open to.
should be in the motion that we're, that we're changing everything and that we're returning,
okay.
returning that unopened to the original bidder. If you did that in a construction project, you get hung.
Oh, yeah. But
I
we're
mean,
sending it back to them. We
I
don't.
know, we're sending it back in open, but if you have a call for bids and one person submits a bid and you extend it on them, that can get you in some trouble. That's why.
Even if we're changing it.
Well, no, we can change it. I think everybody will be fine with it, but my only point is that it needs to be included in the motion that, we're going to have, instead of opening the bids, we're going to extend it and everything and return that to them because, it's just not.
So you want me to revise my motion?
Well, just make sure it's clear.
Okay.
Through it.
So to revise my motion, I'm going to make a motion that we do not open the current bid that we have. We are going to revise the RFP to state that the bidder will give us an estimated completion date and that the new RFP will say bids will be due October 10th. The one that we have received will be sent back unopened to the bidder for rebid if they wish.
October 10th at 4 p.m.
Yeah. Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Now,
Native services.
Yeah, that's, so that one, have we received any bids on that?
No, I've not. And of course, they're
Well,
not due, managed services are not due until September 12th.
Okay, that's right. So
It's part
not
of
due
this, it's managed
until
service.
the managed services, that is for 911. And so those are due on Friday, but we will have to, have a special meeting. Well, I would suggest that we have a special meeting the week of the 15th. after those bids are reviewed, in order to select a company, because the current contract that we have for the managed service provider runs out at the end of the month. So and then that way we can award it on the 23rd. Because if we wait any longer, then it's gonna really push it, being that we lose that contract, and that contract ends on the 30th. I don't know if Dawn is there, and
Yeah, Don's here.
I am.
I'm saying that correctly, Dawn?
Yes, ma'am. I think it expires on the 29th, actually.
29th, okay. So,
You
I
are
would,
correct. There needs to be some lead time for the transition.
right. So I would suggest that we consider, if they're due on the 12th, possibly have a special meeting on the 18th, or the 17th. And then we, can open the bids on the 17th. And then we'll be able to do our agenda for the meeting on the 23rd on the 18th. And of course, this is all dependent upon bids being received by Friday.
Did you make that a motion? I can't.
Yes, well, I did
Well,
not, but I will make that a motion. I apologize.
And that's under number
12,
12,
managed
service, yeah.
provider. Yeah.
Okay.
Definite.
I'm out of town on the 17th, remember?
You're in town the 18th.
Correct.
Okay.
What's the game plan if we have no bids?
Well, we could open even without him and he could just pick them up Thursday morning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Review.
know.
I mean, if your schedule's
Glenn
better.
needs to look them over anyway. As well.
Right. So.
Would you restate the motion, please?
Yes, I would move that for the managed service provider bid that is due on September the 12th, that we also have a special meeting on September 17th to open bids and award bids at our commission meeting, award a bid on the commission meeting on the 23rd in order for it to be transitioned prior to the end of our current contract.
Okay.
That'll give, okay.
Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
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 Okay,
I will just say, so that will give us 1 week or give us 4 days to get that to Glenn for his review as well.
Yeah, and I think, and he's anticipating anything that we receive to be able to review. So I think that even though it's a short time frame, I think that that'll be okay. Once we open them, we can get those to him and to Dawn.
all right. So anything, that's the end of the regular agenda. We have some announcements to make. Announce the open request for proposals for courthouse window replacement. Pre-bid meeting is September the 10th, so it's just tomorrow. Bids are due September 19th. Announce of open request for proposals for website development. Government domain due the 9th. We've changed
That's
that.
amended. Mhm.
That's been amended, so we just went through all that.
New date.
October 10th.
October 10th.
October the 10th is when they'll be due. Announcement of open requests for proposals for managed service provider for Greenbrier County 911 emergency management, which is due September the 12th. And announcement of open requests for proposals for courthouse drainage. Pre-bid meeting on September the 10th, and bids are due on the 19th as well. So we have 2 showings on the 10th, and then both those bids are due on the 19th.
Do we know what time those are tomorrow?
10 o'clock
10
and 2 o'clock.
10 o'clock for the windows and 2 o'clock for the drink.
So anything else from the commission? Tammy, anything else you need? We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Just to continue, to everyone to continue to keep our first responders in their prayers. This is the 24th anniversary this week of 9/11. Today is actually 24 years to the day that it occurred. And so just we continue to keep everybody in our prayers as each year goes by.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn at 11:06.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Sorry
Okay.
about that. Aye.